guys, welcome back to It's Poppin'. Today we are going to be showcasing the final piece of our interior renovation, which is the curtains and the valances. This has been a long-awaited video and one that we've finally been able to get around to after moving. And so what I'm going to do is walk you through kind of a brief step-by-step of how we did the curtains and valances for the camper. But also, if you're looking for something in a little bit more detail, we do have previous videos that showcase slightly different versions of the curtains and the valances. Okay, so first up are our curtains. And so in our pop-up camper, we have 8 curtain panels. So the 4 bunk ends and then 4 just general window curtains. And this time we opted, instead of using prefabbed curtain panels, to actually use, if you believe it or not, shower liners. And so this is a textured washable shower liner that we chose to use for this camper. We wanted something white, but with a little bit more pizzazz. And so these are a textured shower curtain liner. And so, like I said, we used 8 of these to create the curtains. And on each curtain, we've done something a little bit different than what we've done in the past. The first is that we've actually created a little pocket on the bottom where we have put washers in the bottom to create a sort of weight to be able to keep the curtains really nice and in place, as well if we have like the windows open or something, kind of keeps them in place a little bit better. The other thing we did is we decided to, even though we have other pieces to be, or other, I guess, functions of raising and lowering the curtains, we decided to still add a valance or a tie-back strap. And so with these tie-back straps, they're very simple. They're just a piece of velcro on either end of this piece of fabric that matches our valance. And so they were really easy to make and a great addition to the curtain overall. So because we used prefab shower curtains, all we really had to do was cut them to size, add a hem, and away we went. And so this was a really, really simple way to create our curtains. So similar to every other camper that we've worked in, the way that these curtains go on is with these little T-slides. And so you can find these pretty easily on Amazon if your camper is missing some, but we were able to just rip them off of the old curtains and use them again here. After we finished the curtains, up next came the valances. And now these valances are slightly different in their construction than previous valances that we've done for pop-up campers. So let me show you what I mean. So these valances are actually affixed using velcro, and we just reused the velcro on the previous valance to be able to know the exact length that we needed for our valances. And you'll notice that this time, instead of kind of creating a tube and stringing it on a line, this time it's actually a permanent pleat in the valance. Now this is a little bit more of an advanced sewing technique, which is why I recruited my mom to help me out with this part of the renovation. But overall, essentially what you're doing with this is you're creating a permanent pleat using a ruffler foot. And so approximately every 12 stitches, it's going to create a pleat in your fabric run, which is going to create that nice ruffled effect and texture permanently on your valance. And so we pleated everything using the longest stitch length, and then we went ahead and we attached our Velcro from our previous valance. Now, in terms of the amount of fabric that was needed, we needed about 120% of the actual length of the Velcro. And so what that means is you just have to buy a little bit more to be able to account for that pleating overall in your valance construction. So that wraps up our curtains and valances, and I know that this video was a little bit more brief, and so if you're looking for something more in depth, definitely check out our 2007 Palomino renovation series, where we went into much more depth on how to create those curtains and valances.
And as the renovation of our 2008 Jayco 12HW, hopefully not the last time I say that, but I definitely said it a lot, as this renovation comes to an end, and as we're right around our 2-year anniversary of being on YouTube, making all these crazy renovation videos and pop-up camper videos and all that fun stuff, we created some new shirts. So we have shirts, sweatshirts, hats, just like all of our old don't know, apparel, if you will.
Yeah, and that old apparel is still around. It'll
Mhm.
still be there. This is just sort of our second year, sort of a celebration of the fact that we've been able to share this journey with all of you for 2 whole years.
Yeah, so a cool new design. Definitely check those out if you like it. So I don't know, is that it?
I think that's a wrap on at least the major renovation pieces of this Jayco pop-up camper.
All right, guys. So as always, hopefully we see you in the next video. If not, hopefully we see you out there camping.